Hello, friends. Welcome back to Florence.tarot. It's been a while, guys. I hope you're doing well. I apologize for taking so long to record the next video. Life has just been incredibly busy, and I'm not gonna force anything into being if it just simply doesn't work out that way. I'm not gonna stress myself out to force something because then nothing good comes out of it. But I'm actually on vacation right now, and I packed everything. I packed my cards, I packed my camera holding device, and I just really wanted to make some time to connect to you guys and to deliver some messages to you that you need. Like, I just wanted to offer some advice and guidance for you, and it worked out. It worked out that way today. It's all working out today. So what I'm gonna do with you guys is I am breaking in this wonderful oracle deck that I got for my birthday a couple weeks ago. I turned 30, by the way. Whoop whoop. Part of the 30s club now. And yeah, we're breaking in this wonderful Dreamy Moons oracle deck. It's called the Cosmic Guidance Oracle by Dreamy Moons. And to match the aesthetics, I brought the Dreamy Moons tarot card as well. No, this is not an ad, and no, this video is not sponsored. I'm just a huge fan of Annie's work, and you should check it out. Anyway, so the way this reading works today is you pick a card that resonates with you most, that you feel drawn to most, whether that's the image or the text, what it says here, doesn't matter. Whatever you feel pulled to most is your reading. And if it's more than one, that's okay too. Then there's going to be several messages in here for you. So yeah, pause the video if you need to pick the card that resonates most with you, and click the timestamp in the description to get to your reading. I'll see you there. Hi Pile 1, welcome to your reading. What I'm going to do with you first is I'm going to read to you exactly what this card stands for, because there is very pre-written clear advice in the Cosmic Guidance Guidebook already. So to start off this reading, I'll just deliver to you exactly what your current situation requires. And then we're gonna continue with a tarot card to dive in deeper to get a closer look to your situation. And in the end, I will pull some more oracle cards to get that last word of advice for you guys. So you chose the Set Intentions, Plant the Seeds, and Watch Them Grow card. What it says here in the booklet is, I'm just going to show you in case you want to read along with me. Our intention creates our reality. Decide on exactly what it is that you desire and set an intention to achieve it. This could be a certain mindset, habit, idea, plan, or project. Every single thing in this universe was merely an intention, an idea in someone's mind, an intention that was taken care of so well that it manifested in a physical creation. Get clear on what you want and why you want it. You don't have to know all the steps to reach what you desire, because simply knowing what you want can make a difference in your decision making and attract the desired outcome. By putting out that which you wish to call into life, you are activating your receptivity and focusing your mind on subconsciously figuring out how to achieve that. Ask yourself the following questions or use them as journaling prompts. What are my short-term plans? What are my long-term plans? What habit or mindset do I wish to cultivate? And the affirmation, if you believe in such thing, would be, energy flows where my intention goes. I am filled with ideas that will lead to abundance. Cool. Yeah, so with no further ado, let's pull some tarot cards. I want to know exactly what is that situation you need to set intentions in. What exactly is the situation? Pile 1 is that require intentions, clear intentions. Pile 1 needs to set intentions, what this is about. Okay, 2 cards. We have the Chariot in reverse, and we have the Four of Wands. Did I just turn this? Did I just flip this around? I'm actually not sure. I'm just gonna leave it like this. Okay. So this just tells me that there is a situation where you feel like there's no forward motion. And there's something that is worth a celebration. Now, yeah, it's funny that I don't remember whether I turned this around or not, whether this was upside down or not, but everything happens for a reason. So I think it's like, even if you feel like things are not progressing as quickly as you would want it to, you still deserve to celebrate. You still deserve to celebrate the small steps, because Four of Wands is not, it's not the end of the cycle. It's not like the end of a journey. It's not like you're not at the end of whatever it is that you are trying to achieve. It's like in the middle. It's like taking a break and celebrating the small accomplishments. And I feel like maybe you're not allowing yourself to do that because you just feel like you need to keep going. You need to keep the focus. You cannot allow yourself to slow down. But, you know, with the Chariot, a lot of balance is required. You cannot go too fast either. Like, you either go too fast or too slow, the Chariot will tip over. And that's what's happening right now. Yeah, like, you're losing the balance. You cannot just grind, because that will absolutely burn you out. And that's not what we do things for. We do things out of passion and excitement and out of the motivation to create something, not we're not human doings, we're human beings on this planet right now. We should be more and do less. And when we want something really, really badly, it's very hard to accept that and to really live that way. And there's also such a thing as you know, paying bills and stuff, and that's very real, of course. But at least whenever we have the chance, we should aspire to do less and be more. Be in the moment. What else should we need to know? So this is a situation right now. And I want to know, what's something that you can work on to do better right now? What's something that Pile 1 can improve? What is something that Pile 1 can improve? We can all improve. Okay. Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. It's someone who is walking away. Someone's walking away from something that's lost. And that might be something that you could do better. Like, either take what resonates, leave the rest. It can always mean different things. This is a pick a card reading, and I don't have the interaction with you that I would normally have if it was a one-on-one. So either you try to hold on to things that are just no longer the way you remember them to be. Like it's lost, but you don't want to let go and you cannot walk away. You struggle with that. You struggle with cutting your losses and moving on. It's either that, or or it's for some of you maybe that you walk away too quickly when things get hard. I tend to, like, I feel more drawn to the first meaning, but for some of you it could be the second. Yeah. Now, what can you do to improve your situation? What can you do to get that balance back, to revive that joy, to have an easier time celebrating even the small accomplishments and not pressuring yourself so much? What can pile one do to improve their situation, to learn and grow and move forward? Ten of Wands, which came out exactly like this. That's funny. Not reversed, not upright, just exactly centered. So again, I see, and this is not the traditional meaning of this card, but I see that balance is required here, because if you carry a heavy load, it's best to carry it in the center. Otherwise, you will tip forward or backward. The Ten of Wands, it's funny that this is coming out, because here I mentioned that the Four of Wands doesn't speak about being at the end of the journey and at your goal, but somewhere in the middle and taking a break, right? The Ten of Wands is the end of a cycle. Reaching the top, coming out stronger for it with a lot of experience and a lot of experience gained from what you went through. My desk is a little bit smaller here, so let's rearrange. I keep thinking about that one deck I have, which is funny because I don't have that deck here, but for some reason this is in my mind, so I'm gonna mention it. That you don't have to carry it all alone. We see a friend here too, celebrating with friends. So if there's some way that you can give to someone else, then you should. But all in all, I must tell you, you are strong enough to do it, and it is an indication that you are going to reach the top. That this is just, if you just experienced a setback, then let me tell you that this was just a minor setback, and you will get to the end of it. You will reach a top, and you will get to enjoy the view and all the rewards that come with it. And if it's really just you struggling with balance. Oh, I have to take a deep breath right now to really immerse myself in this, to really be focused, to not stress myself too much. And I think it's the same for you. What I can tell you to do right now with me, because I think you're very stressed about maybe you have a deadline. That could be, but I think the deadline is just the pressure you put on yourself to reach a goal quickly because you want it so badly. But it's, let me tell you right now, I'm sorry. I'm in a hotel. You're gonna hear the neighboring families. What I can tell you right now, that this is counterproductive. You're setting yourself back by putting so much pressure on when and how, and let it flow more. I have to tell myself that so often. I think I said it at the beginning of the reading. I don't find the time as often to do readings as I would like, because I love it. I love doing readings. I love offering guidance. I think it's wonderful. I want to do it more. I want to do it full time at some point. And the ego part of me would very quickly be like, you have to do more, you have to do a reading once a week to gain a certain following, and you blah 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 blah, you know, all that ego bullshit that your mind likes to flood you with. But my channel, my tiny baby channel, is the perfect example for how wrong that is, because I post once or twice a month, and still my following is growing continuously, slowly but surely, because people find videos that they connect with, that the messages are meant to reach them. And I more and more have to trust law of attraction and divine timing and all those things to just do their thing. In the meantime, I think about it and I get happy when I get to do it, and I'm just, yeah, just excited about it. And that's the best thing you can do, really. And that's why this card is here. Celebrate the things that you could do. Like, whenever there is just the smallest, tiniest success in any way, shape, or form, celebrate the fuck out of it. That's the best thing you can do about it. Like, put your focus on all the good things, and more of those things will come to you. Don't think too much about how or when, especially the when. Just trust that all of these things will come to you exactly when the timing is right. I know that you struggle letting go. Maybe this is struggling letting go of control. I see, for some reason, the moon just drew in my attention, which really tells me even more. Cancer season is over now, but it was not long ago. Cancer season, very emotional. A lot of water here. Trust your intuition more, less of the mind and more of the intuition. Follow your emotion. Your emotions will guide you to, like, when something feels right, it is right. So follow your joy, follow your bliss, trust that. You can't go wrong by following that. It's almost like she's walking away from what's no longer serving her, and she's walking towards the water, walking towards the moon. So this grind this grinding mentality is not serving you. Follow your emotions, follow your intuition, follow the joy. You're so strong. Look at everything. Like, you've got your shit together. Okay? And I can see that you're passionate about what you're doing. There's the ones here and the ones here. There's a lot of creativity and passion and inspiration, and you're strong enough to reach the top. You're creative enough to reach the top. You can do it. Just believe in yourself. So let's see what else the oracles have to say to you. That last word of guidance. I guess we're keeping it short and sweet today, which I guess I'm not mad about. I'm on vacation, but I also want to give you exactly what you need, because I'm very grateful that you're here, very grateful that you're taking the time to watch my video. What else is there to know for pile 1? Piece of advice. Let go, relax and release. I mean, I can't say more really about this, and I already have. Let go of control, release the urge to just control everything, every timing. It's like, there's water again here flowing. Let it flow. Yeah, let it flow, man. Let it flow to you. You don't have to work so hard. I know that's a very triggering thing to say, because we've been so conditioned to believe otherwise. We've been so conditioned that to believe that nothing comes from nothing, like nothing ever falls in our laps. We have to work hard to achieve things, and if we don't grind enough, it's our own fault if it's not coming to. It's the exact opposite, my dear friends, okay? It's the exact opposite. The way the universe operates is the exact opposite. If you let go and you follow joy and you have fun with your life, and you just embrace and enjoy the fuck out of it, and you're just grateful. And even if you're not grateful, like, if you're going through shit, if you just don't fight against it and you just go with it and you let yourself feel whatever it is that you want to feel, that's also what this could be about. That you're struggling walking towards your emotions, looking at them. You're struggling looking at your emotions. The moon is Cancer's home planet. It's a home of your emotional life, how your emotions, what you need on an emotional basis. And this is a challenge you have, right? And I think maybe you're having a hard time really looking at them. You can't heal what you don't let yourself feel. It's funny, I once heard that, no, actually, sorry. I thought I heard that in Babadook, but that was like, the more you deny me, the stronger I get. It's the same message. It's a horror film, but it was such an important message. The more you deny and try to ignore something, the stronger it gets. So even if you're going through shit, if you're going through heavy emotions, if you let yourself feel them, just give them the space, allow them to move through you instead of fighting them, you can release them a lot easier. Go with the flow of life. Whatever emotion you're feeling is okay and is valid. That's also a balance act. Don't hold on to them um don't dwell in them too much, but also don't ignore and disregard them. Just let yourself feel whatever you feel in that moment. Write it down, journal, scream it out, dance, take a walk, cry. Let it out. And then move on, if you can. What else? What else? What else? What else for pile one? More advice for pile one. Okay. Listen. Silence your mind and pay attention. Yes. Yes, pile one. Silence your mind a bit more and pay attention to what your heart is telling you more. Do you see how she's just sitting there in nature with closed eyes, taking a breath, and again, her third eye, intuition wide open. What I would tell you to do is take, let's say, 15, 30 minutes, whatever you can afford, every day to just be. If whatever that looks like for you, you know, it can look different for everyone. It can be a walk in nature for some. It can be just sitting there meditating for some. It can be sipping your tea or coffee while you hear the birds chirping and you just let yourself be in the moment, not rushed by anyone, or taking a bath in salt water, like bathing salt, whatever that looks like. You know, meditation is different for everyone. Sit in peaceful silence to yourself and listen to what your inside is telling you, your heart, your soul, your intuition. Because I think you know somewhere deep down, or maybe not even so deep down, or you wouldn't be here, that you can't push yourself the way you have been anymore. It's taking all the joy away from what you're actually trying to achieve. What else? Okay. Head. Logic and evaluation. See, normally this card tells you to listen to the head more and less to the heart, but this whole reading implies otherwise, and I think this is just a confirmation that you're very much in your head and very logic based. Love, allow it to pour in and out of you. Yes. Love is our essence, and everything that's not love feels wrong, causes resistance. The allow it to pour in and out of you is, I've mentioned that already, with the let it come, let it move through you, let it out, and move on. But also return to love. If this is a situation that has anything to do with a relationship, which for some of you I'm sure it does, return to love. It's sometimes very hard to do when you're in conflict with someone, but try to see them through the lens of love, and it will allow you to see their situation from a different perspective too, and have more empathy for them and their situation. And if this is not about a relationship to someone else, then it certainly is about a relationship to yourself and the love you have for yourself. Because if you push yourself to the brink in the way that you have, that's not a sign for self-love. That's not how you treat someone you love dearly. You wouldn't tell your most loved person on the planet that they're not worthy of having everything they deserve if they don't grind every day from 5 a.m. to 8 p.m., 9, 10 p.m., you know? Treat yourself the way you would treat your most loved one. You know, they say work hard, play hard for a reason. There needs to be a balance. And if you've had a day where you worked really hard, make sure that at the end of it, you spoil the fuck out of yourself. You celebrate yourself. You admire what you've been doing all day. You admire the hard work you put in, and you praise yourself for it. And like, if you've exhausted yourself, then at the end of the day, maybe get a massage. Treat yourself. It's worth it. It's also worth the investment. It's always worth the money to invest in yourself and your own well-being. It's self-care, honey. It's self-love. And yeah, you know, sometimes planting the seed is about just, you know, you've planted your seed of intention. Now all you have to do is water it and face the sun. Make it face the sun. And I think the best way to reach your goals is to invest in yourself, to water yourself, to nourish yourself, and to be more and do less, to face those emotions and let them move through you. And sure enough, this will soon look like that. And you'll get there, my dear. I know it. Just love yourself. Love yourself through it. I really hope you can do that. Do it for yourself. Do yourself the favor. And I want to say do it for me, but you don't know it. You don't know me. So do it for yourself. Do it because I told you to. No, do it for yourself, dearest. Please leave a comment. Let me know what your situation is right now, if this resonated for you. That's always my favorite part about posting videos, about being here on YouTube, is hearing your feedback. It makes my day. I absolutely love hearing from you. So don't hold back. Don't be shy. And if you liked this video, make sure to subscribe, to stick around, to be around when I post the next video, whenever that will be, because I'm a very busy woman. You know, I'm wearing many different hats in a day. And, you know, that's what life is about. Be more, do less. Experience life, take it as it is, and tackle it as it comes, without your logic telling you that you need to do something else. Let me tell you one last thing. You don't need to do anything ever. You don't have to do anything ever. What you need to do every day is follow your intuition, live intuitively, do what you feel like doing that day. Do what you have the energy to do that day, and you are way more productive, and your creations are way more fruitful. Okay, but now that's it. Thank you so much, Pile 1, for being here. I hope you'll stick around. Like I said, interact with me. I love it. And I'll hopefully see you in the next one. Mwah, mwah. Bye-bye. Hello, Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. You chose the card Healing. Allow light to enter your wounds. And what we're going to do first is I'm going to read straight from the booklet what this card exactly means and what messages the creator foresaw intended for this card. And then we're gonna take a deep dive into what's going on in your situation with tarot cards, and in the end we're gonna pull more oracles to round it up. So first we have this wonderful quote here that says, "You yourself, as much as anybody in the entire universe, deserve your love and affection." And it's very interesting that this is coming up because I feel like towards the end of the pile 1 reading we had a similar message. So if you felt drawn to the first card, feel free to check that one out as well. The meaning of this healing card is that it indicates a powerful healing period in your life. It might mean physical healing, emotional, mental, or spiritual. Healing is not always beautiful. It can be scary, emotional, it can hurt, it can get worse before it gets better. It can take a long time. Be patient with the process and with yourself as you heal. Have compassion for yourself. Be gentle. Don't suppress the pain. Allow yourself to feel all range of emotions. Open your wounds and allow light into your heart. Don't be afraid to ask for help. If this healing period is difficult for you, know that you don't have to go through it alone. You have support available to you. Surround yourself with things that make you feel good and talk to like-minded people. Address things that hurt the most. It is time to work through them and let them go. Take care of yourself as you heal. Show yourself some extra love and allow yourself to rest. Let go of negative energy you've been hoarding through writing and journaling. And the affirmation for this card, if you believe in such a thing, is I choose healing for my heart, body, and soul. I am abundant in health. Very, very similar message to pile 1. And my throat is closed. That's been closed the entire time I did pile 1. So I feel like the energy is quite heavy today, quite sad. A lot of heavy emotions that need to be processed, and yeah, the booklet said it already. Let the pain move through you. And I'm just gonna repeat myself with what I said in pile 1 already. You can't heal what you don't let yourself feel. And the more you deny something, the stronger it gets. You can push away emotions for only so long, and then they will come back to haunt you, and they will manifest in physical illness, in very bad stuff. So just don't ignore what you're feeling. Don't disregard it. It never serves you. Not a bit. Not one bit. It might be uncomfortable temporarily to really feel those things, but it's better than the consequence, which is long-term struggles. So let's see. What is the situation for pile 2? What are they going through right now? Okay. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Okay. How am I gonna do this? How am I going to do this? First of all, 5 of Wands and reversed. Inner turmoil. 4 of crystals. 4 of swords in the traditional tarot. Resting, healing. It's like shit's been rough, so you deserve to take a break. the Knight of Stars, which is the Knight of Pentacles in reversed. Ooh, and the Moon. Yeah. So the Moon talks about, the Moon is quite a mysterious card. Oh, let me push this up so you can see it better. The Moon is about all things that you can't see clearly, that are, it's not very tangible, you know, like emotions. The Moon played a role in pile 1 too, in pile 1 as well, I mean. And sometimes this reminds me of Dark Night of the Soul, if that is something you're familiar with. It's a very, very low point, where it's very, very hard to see the light, and I would dare say it's the kind of nights that are really a test for a lot of people, that maybe many people also have not survived because they took their own lives. It's just that type of energy that is very, very heavy, that feels very lonely. But alternatively, it's just, yeah, no. I think this is emotions that have yet to have their light shed upon, their light shine upon. But let's begin here. I don't want this to become too chaotic. But like the booklet already said, healing can be a quite messy, uncomfortable, painful, and maybe even ugly journey. Like, she's literally cut open. But that's when all the goodness can flow in too. Very often, us humans, we have to hit rock bottom, let it cut us to the core, for us to fully surrender, let go, and yeah, allow light to enter your wounds. Sometimes it takes rock bottom for us to really learn the lesson and to really start fresh with a clean slate. And I see that enormous inner turmoil in you. Very chaotic, disorganized, tense energy. And it's very, very clear that I think you feel defeated. You feel defeated by something. And it's okay, sweetheart. Just take your time. Rest. Take all the time you need. The Knight of Pentacles. And reversed. I don't know if this has something to do with finances, or if it has something to do with losing a home, losing a job, maybe. Could also indicate a person you're dealing with. I will actually pull a clarifier for this one, so I really know what it's about. Yeah, I'm gonna do that before we move on. So what is this Knight of Pentacles, this Knight of Stars about? The Ten of Cups. That's very interesting. Um, I do feel like this. I might be speaking of a loss. This is quite complex. So the Ten of Cups is, it's this dream family life that all of us want, right? It's sunshine and rainbows, the kids playing in the backyard. It's just ultimate fulfillment. It's that perfect happy family life that all of us long for. All of us with children especially long for so badly. But it also often indicates the end of a cycle. Um, so I don't know if you're going through a separation, and that this other person is this Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is someone who um to me, it's the vibes of someone who thinks they have it all figured out, but they also, like, the pentacles are about tangible things, about material things, right? They often talk about money, and they talk about those material riches, like a home, like investments, like earnings, money, riches. And the knight energy is a very cavalier one, is a very cocky one. And if it's upside down, to me it indicates the negative side of that cockiness, of that like, kind of, it's not brave but foolish, if you know what I mean, if you get the gist of what I'm saying. So it's like they've been quite successful at something, but they're not, how do I say it? They're cocky about it. They're not shy telling everyone about how good they are. And I think they've been making good money from those recent successes, but have also been spending a lot. And normally the pentacles are quite grounded, but to me it seems like this person, this is reversed. So it seems like this person is quite successful but not very well grounded. So it's that extreme, it's living in those extreme materialistic ways. That's what it seems like to me. um hmm. So it seems like you've reached the end of that perfect family life cycle with them. Maybe that's what it just hit me. So if this resonates with you, then good. If it doesn't resonate with you, fine. Just take what resonates, as always. I just got that they put you and your family through a lot of debt, which is a very fucked situation. Maybe you're not going through a separation, but obviously this would have you defeated, and that would be a very crappy situation. And that's causing a lot of turmoil. And there's, maybe they have been gambling, and that's just putting you and your family at risk, and you can feel quite betrayed by someone like that, right? Because they're not prioritizing this. They're all they can see is the money. So I think you're having a lot of dark thoughts, right? Maybe about this person, about the situation. And I think what you're facing right now is having to embrace that darkness instead of pushing it away from you, because it's valid that you feel this way, even if it's very ugly. It's ugly to feel in such a way for someone you share your life with, someone who's potentially even fathering your children or child. Not fathering, mothering, it doesn't matter. Parenting, someone who's the parent to your child or children. But you've got to walk through it. There's no way around it. The only way is through. Yeah. Let your emotions guide you. You can't do it wrong, and it's okay to have dark, negative thoughts and emotions in this time. It's a dark time. And it's a time where you need to prioritize and focus on your healing journey. To let yourself rest. So I want to pull some oracle cards for you to get even a more in-depth view, more in-depth advice for you. Okay. Pile 2. Advice for their healing journey, advice for their current situation. We have change, a new season of life. Yeah, I mean, if you're not in separation, then you're certainly experiencing it. I'm sorry, I can't speak. Then you're certainly considering it. Patience. Long road ahead, reward awaits. Okay, yeah. Healing takes patience and endurance. That's for sure. What else for pile 2? Okay, you want to come out. Trust. Faith in the power of the universe. Flow. See where it takes you. Okay. It's all similar. It makes sense too. Oh, there's one more that is just calling to be pulled out. So we're gonna do that. Rest. See? Rest. Give yourself time to recuperate. Okay. Let's see. Let's make sure I can see all of them. I don't know if you can see all of them. I'm just gonna zoom out a little bit. You will probably see some leg, but okay. Let's rearrange this real quick. Okay, my love. There's really not much that you need to actively do right now. All the things that you should do are on an emotional level, really. We have rest here and here. That is really, really essential for you right now at this heavy time. Whenever you can, take naps are rejuvenating. Just do less, feel more, do less, let the dark emotions move through you. Going through those take a lot of energy. Healing takes a lot of energy. So this is no time for grinding right now. This is no time for hard work. This is a time of accepting that change is coming your way and trusting the universe and trusting yourself, in not knowing what that change will look like. See where it takes you. Go with the flow. You have gone through the worst of it, I would say. The roughest part is over, and now you really focus on healing, on being gentle with yourself and being patient with yourself. Give yourself time to recuperate. It's a new season of life. There's a long road ahead, but the reward awaits. So allow light to enter your wounds. Have faith in the power of the universe and see where it takes you. This is basically a long sentence of advice. You know, it's funny that the jellyfish is here, because the jellyfish just floats through the ocean. It's not active. It even lets its prey come to it. It just zzz, right? It just floats through the ocean. It trusts that it will be fed. There's probably no being more patient than the jellyfish, because it doesn't have a brain. And we had that brain heart balance in pile 1 too, in pile 1 as well. And here I just see absolutely no mind at all. This is really just a time of resting, of feeling, of letting emotion move through you in order to release it. So I would urge you to listen to pile 1, because those were good messages. Yeah, the only way past it is through. That's really all I can tell you. It's quite clear and simple messages here. It's okay if you're at rock bottom right now. You won't be rock bottom forever. Climbing those stairs will take a while, but you'll get there, you know? You'll get there. Just trust that what needs to be will be. You don't have to do anything for it. You don't have to work towards anything. You don't have to manifest anything actively. You just feel what you're feeling. Feel what you're feeling. Don't judge yourself for it. Give yourself a break, man. It's okay. What you're dealing with is heavy, and it's okay. Yeah. So that's it, pile 2. I really sincerely hope that some of these messages reached your heart and you heard them with the core of your soul, and that they helped you in some way, gave you reassurance in some way that it's okay to not be doing anything at this moment in time. I hope you will find some healing soon. I hope you got what you needed from this reading. You can always reach out personally to me. I do offer personal readings. You can find my email address in the video description and in the channel description. And if not, that's fine too. You can leave a comment if you want. That's my favorite part about this job, to hear from you guys, to hear your feedback, hear what you're going through, to have you share your stories. I really love that. And if it's too heavy and if you don't want to, that's fine too. I just hope you'll be back. Do subscribe if you found something that you needed in this video. Make sure not miss out on any, whenever the next one will be, because I'm a busy woman. But yeah, I hope you'll be back. Thank you so much for being here, Pile 2. I'm sending you all the love and light to heal through this heavy time. Hugs and kisses. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Bye-bye. Up, Pile 2, before I forget, I hope you're still there. I trust that the people who need to hear this are still there and haven't closed the window yet. This card, Change, New Season of Life, even through this heavy time that you're going through right now, be aware that things have to fall away for better things to take their place. So even if you can't be grateful, you can't feel that right now. You can't feel joy right now. You can't feel excitement about anything right now. That's okay. But just the awareness that what happened for you and not to you, and that new and better things are on the horizon for you. It's going to change your outlook on life. It's going to change how you perceive tough times like that. You're going to develop this awareness that you're here to grow. Your soul wants to experience things, and every tough thing you go through, you come out of so much stronger, and life's not out to get you. This was merely the universe's way to give you a push towards that new season of life that just couldn't wait any longer, right? We don't grow inside our comfort zone. Just doesn't happen. And sometimes, actually not just sometimes, very often, most of the times, we stay in our comfort zones, even though we know we're not happy there, just because we're comfortable there, and the alternative would be uncomfortable, would be being uncomfortable for a while. And we really don't like that. So the universe will find ways to still push us towards those new seasons. And also just accepting that life is not always joy. It's seasons. We go through seasons. We women go through internal seasons, even with our menstrual cycle. And that's something to embrace too. And then nature goes through seasons, summer, fall, winter, spring. And every season has their own vibe, their own energy to them. And in every season, we need different things. In winter, we need something to warm us. We hibernate. We are more introspective. We spend time inside a lot. And when it gets warmer again, we go out and we're more active. And, so in this season that you're in right now, you need rest. You need calm. You need introspection and reflection. You do not need a lot of action and interaction. And just accepting that this is a season that is introducing a new season that is on the horizon for you. Being at peace with those things will help you heal better. Not being at war with those things will help you move through this in a more efficient manner. And that's it for now. So I'll see you next time. Bye. This time for real. Hi, Pile 3. Welcome to your reading. You chose the Speak Up card. Use your voice to express yourself. And what I'm going to do first is I'm going to read directly from the booklet what this card means. And just so I deliver to you the messages that were intended by the creator of this deck to set us up for the reading. And then we're going to take a deeper dive into it with some tarot cards. And in the end, we'll pull some more oracles for some more advice to round it up. So, with no further ado, first and foremost, we have this beautiful, wonderful quote here. The human voice is the most perfect instrument of all. And the meaning of this card is a sign that you must use your voice. Speak, express, stand up for yourself. Talk openly about your worries and concerns. Tell a friend all about how you've been feeling, honestly, and what's on your mind. Use your voice to express yourself creatively too. Sing, scream, let it out. Words carry a lot of energy. So if you're holding back your words, you're holding on to energy that you might not need. On the other hand, expressing your love is sharing that energy with others. So don't shy away from it. Connect with your throat chakra, an energy center in your body associated with speaking, self-expression, and truth. This can be done through certain breathing exercises such as lion's breath, yoga, singing, and expressing yourself honestly. Talk to someone about what's on your mind. If you're holding back your words, now's the time to tell the truth and be honest with yourself and others. Meditate and imagine blue healing light in your throat chakra. The affirmation, if you believe in such a thing, would be, I express myself through my words with confidence. I'm open, clear, and honest in my communication. Oh, this makes so much sense because throughout all 3 readings, my throat has been closed. My throat has been hurting. Oh, and I, for some reason, haven't made the connection to communication, but it's so dumb. Of course, it's about communication. So important. Yeah. Okay. So let's pull some tarot cards. I want to know, what is the situation that you need to speak up in? What exactly is pile 3 going through right now? What's pile 3's situation in which they need to speak up? Who do they need to speak up to? What's going on? What's going on in pile 3's life that has them needing to speak up, although it's probably a general thing. 8 of Wands, which is a lot of things are happening all at once. Things are moving very quickly, giving me Sagittarius vibes too. Not every 8 of Wands card is giving me that, but here I'm getting those strong Sagittarius vibes because of the Archer. And Sagittarius is very adventurous, very gets bored easily too. But this is upright, so let's mention all the positive, fun aspects of Sagittarius. It's just very witty, very funny, very adventurous, very blunt too, and very intelligent. The eagle here speaks of the mind too, so it's very funny. This is actually a Want of Fire card, but here is it's shown with the Archer and with the eagle. That's always something that I need to remember about Sagittarius. It's, yes, they're a fire sign, but they're also quite academic, apparently. Quite intelligent. So maybe you're Sagittarius or have a lot of Sagittarius in your chart. It's they're passionate people, and they need to change it up a lot. And they'll always say it as it is. So yeah, but they need things to move, and they need things to move quickly, or they'll get bored. So that's probably just you. either you or a person you're dealing with right now. So let's see, what are you struggling with? What is your challenge, your main challenge right now? What are you struggling with in this situation? What can you improve? Oh, okay. So let's see. I made some more room here, so this should actually work out. Wow, the Three of Swords in reverse, the Queen of the Queen of Swords, and the Seven of Wands. Okay. Oh, pile 3. Okay, we have communication here again. The Queen of Swords is someone who cuts through the bullshit, who sees very clearly through it, who's not gonna put up with it. Also someone very intelligent. I'm just gonna pull the last card already so I can interpret everything, which would be what it can do to improve the situation. Oh my god, that's just lack of shuffling skills, but we have the card here. Florence, the shuffling queen, has striked again. What would Florence J reading be without poor shuffling skills? 10 of Wands, which came out in pile 1 as well, so that's certainly interesting. Keep pushing on. Okay. So there has been something very crushing. Something has happened to you that is like that gut-wrenching pain. So I asked, what are you struggling with? And these 3 cards came out. So one of the things is, I think you're really struggling with something that has broken your heart badly. Maybe you're struggling with dealing with that heartache, or struggling to show it, struggling to feel it, to just handle it. And so the Queen of Swords, traditionally, the Queen of Crystals, the Queen of Swords, is someone who has been through a lot in her life. And she embodies that divine feminine aspect of the sword suit, which is that gentle, nourishing, softer aspect of it, right? So it doesn't have, it's not that you have to be a woman. We all have feminine and masculine aspects inside of us, energies inside of us. The Queen of Swords is someone who has been through a lot in their life, and they're just not gonna put up with the bullshit anymore. They rise above it. Like, you see them sitting on their throne on the clouds. They just see everything from a higher perspective. Because they've been through a lot, that allows them to see things more clearly, to see things that are happening around them more clearly, to just cut straight to the chase, cut through the bullshit, and communicate. If a healthy Queen of Swords, upright like she's sitting right now, can communicate very clearly what she will tolerate and what she will not tolerate, what she needs and what she doesn't need. and calls it as she sees it, just like the Sagittarius would. Yeah. But really what's interesting here is we have a lot of wands, and we have a couple swords and the eagle. So we just have fire and air energy, which tells me that you're most likely, if you look up your birth chart, you have a lot of fire and a lot of air and not much else. Alternatively, it's just that, alternatively expressed, it would mean that you are a very fiery person, passionate person, a very, very creative person, who's very adventurous, who is also very intelligent, very mind-based, logic-based, academic, rational, almost. Although rationality is more an earth thing, I would say. It's more really logic-based. So you are a creative, but if you're someone who has their own business, for example, it will never be just, ooh, I am going intuitively with my emotions. No, you're more of a grinder person, and that shows in the Ten of Wands too, as someone who can carry a heavy load, but you're not struggling with it. Like, the only thing I see reversed here is the Three of Swords, which is a very severe heartbreak, which is an emotion, right? So obviously we have, it's funny because the swords are about communication as well, but I also see here that you struggle with the aspect of communication, which is why the Speak Up card is here. So I'm gonna circle back on the statement that you have a lot of air in your chart. It's probably just that you have a lot of fire in your chart. Leo, Sagittarius, and Aries, which is a leader type person. But you have yet to embrace some part of that, because I see that you also have some troubles drawing boundaries and asserting yourself. So what you can, like, what I see here is that you have yet to build up that confidence that comes with a strong fire sign. Like, I see here assert yourself, and I see draw boundaries, express yourself, cut through the bullshit, say what you want, what you don't want. The Ten of Wands also indicates reaching the top. Having gone through quite a struggle to get up there. I see someone who's carrying the load all by themselves, but you can do that. I see that you're generally an energetic person. I need to pull some, I'm gonna pull some oracle cards already to really give you some good advice here. So we're gonna have rest. We have rest again. Interesting. Grind less, rest more. Then By the way, if you find shuffling boring, feel free to fast forward. It's not everyone's cup of tea. I won't be offended. Sometimes it's a lengthy process till the cards that want to come out are showing themselves. Trust, faith in the power of the universe. Very interesting. Those two cards came out in pile 2 as well. So if you felt drawn to pile 2, this might be a sign. I also feel like these 3 readings are kind of bleeding into each other. So I feel like there's messages for everyone in every single pile. This doesn't happen too often in this fashion. More advice for breathe. Inhale, exhale, create space within. I'm gonna take this advice too, and I'm gonna take a deep breather before I keep going. Lesson. Wisdom through mistakes. And this is very cool that she chose this artwork, this image for this, because, you know, where is it? I'm not sure if it's in China or in Japan, where I think it's China, but I might be wrong. Feel free to correct me in the comments and call me in uncultured swine or whatnot, but I know that there, I think it is China, if a vase breaks, they don't just throw it away. They use gold to fix the vase and make it even so the parts where it broke, like the scars, so to speak, makes it even more special and unique and all the more beautiful. It's more special than it was before it broke. And I think that's such a beautiful, beautiful metaphor for life. That the lessons we learn, the scars we bear throughout our life make us more special, make us more unique, shape our experience, make us more experienced, make us able to help other people with our wisdom. Oh my God, and I'm speaking and it's so difficult. It's painful in my throat. So breathing. Okay. I think the variety of things that you guys that are watching this are dealing with, it's a broad spectrum. It can apply to anything. It can apply to relationship struggles. It can apply to a job situation. It can apply to anything, really. Learning to speak up for yourself is a lifelong skill that you're clearly struggling with. And sometimes it can tip over into speaking so much and so quickly that you lose track of what you're saying. And sometimes you just need to take a breather and collect your thoughts. Actually, I think you should do that every time before you speak up. There's way too many people who don't fucking think before they speak. Ugh. Especially on the internet, am I right? And it's always better to just take a breather before you say anything. To even become aware, like to even realize, to think for yourself, is it worth my energy? Is it worth saying something? But if you feel at your core that it's something that you need to speak up about because you feel it in your heart, it's painful, you need to let this other person know, you need to talk about it, you need, whatever the situation is that you're going through, you have to speak up, and you have to speak up confidently. You have to fix your crown, sit on your throne, and say it as it is. Channel that Sagittarius energy. It's not just all fun and games and adventure and creativity. It's also making informed decisions and communicating clearly, having a clear mind, just having, clearing your mind. Really, here she's clearing her mind too. She also has her eyes closed, and once I took a breath, I found myself calmer. You notice it in my voice, how I had this energetic demeanor in the beginning that resulted in my voice was hurting. Now it's hurting less. My throat is hurting less. And being powerful is not just pushing through, powering through, showing that and embodying that energetic side of yours because you have it. That's not a secret. But it's also taking a moment to reflect, taking a moment to breathe and collect your thoughts and emotions, to express them in a way that serves you, in a way that makes other people understand, in a way that makes people respect your boundaries. Because let me tell you, other people are only going to respect your boundaries if you respect them. And if you're very clear about where you stand in your life, with your emotions, everything. Oh my God. Other people will always reflect to you what you are, how do you say it in English? Emanating outwards, what you are, the energy that you are giving out to the world is the energy that you are receiving back. So the more confident you are about yourself, about where you're standing, about how you're feeling, the more understanding you will in turn receive back from everybody else. And the people that don't respect it, that don't understand it, are irrelevant. You just cut them out. The Queen of Swords does not accept it anymore. She's just, she's above the bullshit. She's above it. She's been through it. She doesn't have the time or energy to stick with people who don't respect her, who don't show her the respect that she's showing others. She's just not having it. But, not in a toxic way, in a self-care way. This queen didn't show up upside down, showed up upright. So it's a healthy Queen of Swords that's just standing her ground. This is all about standing your ground. Standing your ground in conflict too. Even when you're in conflict and even when you're triggered, you can still communicate your opinion, your standpoint in a constructive manner. But you can't avoid that. It's extremely poisonous for yourself to just hold everything in and not speak up. It's really not serving you. It's just causing more pain for you. It's slowly poisoning you from the inside to not express yourself. Additionally, yes, that's what I just did, breathing. If you don't know how to say things, take a breather. If you don't know how you feel about things, rest. I think this speaks a lot for knowing when to speak too. Not just speaking for the hell of it, but also knowing when the time is right to say something. Because when you are like Sagittarius, very quick-witted, says it as it is. If it was reversed, it would be like, you know, saying things without thinking, which I mentioned already. It's important that you don't react out of being triggered, that you don't speak up when you're triggered, when you're emotional, when you're in that fire of yours. You're a very fiery person. So take a moment to breathe, to collect yourself, to collect your emotions, and then with a clear mind, speak up. And there's no such thing as mistakes. There's only lessons. Like what the human mind perceives as a mistake is really just an opportunity to learn, to become wiser. Yes. Okay, and now that I've said all this, I'm feeling very peaceful and I'm feeling calm, at peace. Yeah, relaxed. I'm feeling relaxed. So I think everything that needed to be said has been said. So I'm gonna leave this here. Thank you very much for being here, Part 3. I hope you got what you came here for. I hope you received what you needed. Please leave a comment. I'm very curious about what you're going through right now, how this is showing itself, how this is manifesting itself in your life. If you are actually a Sagittarius, or if you can just, if the characteristic traits are resonating with you, yeah, let me know. I'm curious. I love to connect with you guys. It's my favorite part about this job, to hear your stories, to hear your feedback. So do connect, do leave a comment, a like. If you liked this, stick around, subscribe, please. I can use all the success. Yeah, I can use all the not success. That's not what I meant. I'm so relaxed now that I'm lacking words. So, support. All the support that I can get. Thanks for your patience while I was getting there. I'll see you around, Pile 3. By the way, I'm available for personal readings as well if you feel called to do that. You can find my email address in the video description, in the channel description, and you can find me on Instagram, although I'm not very active, florencej_guidance. See you around, Pile 3. Bye.